Hello, everybody. This is Benny Hills back with another vintage cube draft, and this pack is pretty bad. I mean, no pack is that bad in vintage cube. It just there's so many good cards, but there's nothing that really stands out. No power, no blue cards. Weirdly, there's literally not a single blue. Oh no. Oh yeah, Jason, one blue card, which is solid, but it's not a card that like really pulls you into blue. Um, yeah, I mean, there's really not much. We could take. Restoration Angel is good in twin and a decent curve topper. I mean, there's Elvish Mystic is just like, Elvish Mystic. Sulfuric Vortex is pretty good. And there's no other red cards in the pack. So maybe that actually is the best pick. I mean, we could just slam Metalworker and try and do that, but that's not really a card I'm super thrilled to first pick. I think I like taking the Sulfuric Vortex here. I'm not going to commit myself to mono red, but there's no other good red cards in that pack. So that could do something good for us. Okay, so there's again nothing really good enough to make me want to like not. There's nothing that pulls me into a new color. I mean, the best if this was pack one, pick one, I would probably take the Baleful Strix. What does this do again? So it's a land and it can also deal X damage divided as you choose among two targets. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I definitely played that in mono red, but it's not like a card that makes me want to be playing it. I think we just take the Firebolt, honestly. Like, yeah, I mean, I did do a mono red draft pretty recently, but I think that's the best pick. Like, it's a good card. It's good even if we don't end up in mono red, and I mean, mono red is pretty good if it's pretty open, which it could be. Ooh, okay. Third pick, Guy's Cradle makes me sort of wish that we had gone with just elves. We could have taken two one drops and then gotten a third pick, Guy's Cradle. We could also we could just take the Cradle anyways. We could take Remand. We could take Thoughtseize. I don't really want to take either of these red cards. I think I'm going to take the Cradle. It's really good. It's also potentially good just in mono red. Like, you can afford to play some colorless lands, and this can be nice, especially if you have, like, some 4 drops or something. You can just go, like, 1 drop and a 2 drop and a turn 3 Chandra or something. So, yeah, I'll take the Cradle, I guess. Remand. Remand is. I would have taken Remand in pack 1, pick 1 for sure over any of the other cards. Like, yeah. But we just didn't have anything on the level of Remand in the first pack. Um, yeah, Thoughtseize is also good, but we'll go with this. Okay, red is looking pretty open. There is a Deceiver Exarch, but there's 3 red cards in this pack, including one that's very good in a red aggressive deck. If we were in heavy green, then we could take like a Garrick, I guess, here. But I think taking Light Up Stage is the best pick, and yeah, just sort of leaning into this mono red thing. We don't know creatures right now, so we do need to work on that, but I think this is the right pick. Okay, this one has not good red. So I think we should go with a Mother of Runes and try and go into Boros potentially. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any like full wheels that we could do. I mean, honestly, the only thing you can really full wheel into very consistently at all is mono white, and so I think taking Mother of Runes makes a lot of sense here. So now we have a decision. We could take the Fire Blast or the Giver of Runes. I think I like taking the Fire Blast. We're definitely like white does look pretty open, but I think this is a deck that's actually going to just want to be red and white. And Fire Blast is just like a little bit more like hard to replace of an effect. It's close between these two for sure. You know, I guess we'll be able to wheel something if we take the Fire Blast. One of these two white cards will probably wheel, but Giver of Runes is quite a bit better. And the man is tough though. If we do end up in red white, I think we should take the Fire Blast. I think it's slightly better. Well, that's a late Scarab God. I think we just take this Council's Judgment. Oh, but that's really not what I want to be doing here. This is a weird start. A very weird start. There's been no clear open lane. I mean, I think like green is probably the most open color, so it's possible we should have switched into green earlier, but you really do need the 1 mana accelerants, and we passed 2 in the first 2 packs, so I don't really love moving into green after doing that. Wow, late channel. There's a hallowed fountain. There's a lot of interesting things in this pack. I think we should just take the incinerate though. Yeah, we'll take the incinerate. We have a lot of burn. What? Okay. That all right. If Elvish Mystic is wheeling here, maybe it's not too late to just go full on into green. We'll definitely take it here. There's nothing else we're passing really. And then if the Elves of Deep Shadow wheels, I think we're just like officially switching gears. Weird draft so far. Very weird draft. It would be a really, really good sign if that elf did come back. I mean, that's late to move into mono green. It's pretty late to move. Like, if you watch my channel for any period of time, you know I'm okay with just like full on switching into new decks halfway through the draft, or not halfway through the draft, but later than a lot of people like to switch. I'm more down to do that when it's switching into something like mono white that tends to be extremely open. But if green is open enough that Elvish Mystic comes around that late, it could definitely happen. Okay, yeah, 2 green cards here. We'll take. I mean, I actually like Biogenic Ooze quite a bit, but the 1-drops are the most important cards. So I think we're just doing this now. We're just trying to be mono green. Started out as mono red, then became like red white, and now back to mono green. Lotus Cobra. Yep. It's not like a card I'm super thrilled about playing, but it's definitely decent. And yeah, this is we made the right line. I think I like the Garrett Relentless a bit better than the Avimaya Elder. Green looks super open. So, yeah, beautiful. Wow. I mean, again, these aren't like, this isn't like an amazing start to a green deck. It's good. But if I was like planning on drafting a green deck, I would be slightly sad for this to be my haul from one pack. But given that we know we have pretty likely knowledge the green is exceptionally open, knowing that we have 2 packs of green to ourselves with this start through one pack is amazing. So, yeah, I mean, it's clearly extremely open. All right, we made the right call here. I sort of wish we had taken that channel, or I really wish we'd taken that channel, but we found the open lane. I mean, we could have found it earlier, but just having found it is the most important thing, and hopefully we can pick up some important things, parts of the puzzle in the next pack. The number 1 card we would want is Craterhoof Behemoth, and number 2 is probably Rofellos, maybe Duraga Tree Speaker. Okay. Reclamation Sage is good, but I think we just take the Llanowar Elves. I mean, either one of these could come around. They're probably similarly likely to, but Elvish or Llanowar Elves is the more important card for sure, especially with the Guy's Cradle. So, I mean, I guess this also plays well with Guy's Cradle, but like the ideal green deck has like a ton of 1-drops in Guy's Cradle for like extremely explosive draws. Not too late for the red white. We could take one of these things, but no. Easy Llanowar Elves, and yeah, I mean, we have a lot of 1-drops. That's a good start. Okay, so Turntimber Symbiosis is interesting. It's quite good, actually. It's very good. Karn Liberated is also really good, though. I think I like Karn slightly more, although I would like this card quite a bit, because A, we're a little low on playable since we wasted 8 picks, or 7 picks, and also, this is just the ideal kind of top-end card. Like, I'm not I guess Craterhoof Behemoth would be better, but top end cards that are good interaction and that are like don't die to creature removal are really good in green decks. So I think that's where we want to be, and then we will hope that this comes back around. Okay, so we got Wormcoil Engine, Pelucranos, Plow Under, and Sylvan Library. I think the library is the best bet. We have no fetch lands, which is a little unfortunate, or ways to shuffle, but it's good card draw in a color that doesn't have great card draw. Um, yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. And then maybe Wheel Plow Under or something. Ooh, this is interesting. So Misty Rainforest is pretty good. It's a shuffle effect for Sylvan Library and helps us with splashes. And Port is definitely great if we're mono green. But opposition could be really nice. Yeah, I think we got to just take the opposition here. It's like could be rough on the mana, and we might not end up playing it, but if we can play it, then it'll be probably the best card in our deck. Yeah, I think that is worth it. Threat Dynamo is also a reasonable option. A pretty good option. Well, how is none of our fixing helps with blue mana yet, other than Lotus Cobra. Maybe opposition is a little too ambitious. Hmm. I kind of want to take this Thran Dynamo, but I think we should take the opposition. It's still early enough that we can build around this to some extent. Okay, immediately rewarded by a great blue-green card, so that's pretty great. Both of these green cards are solid, but I think I would rather the Uro if we're trying to be blue. This card's just really good. It is better in a base blue deck than a base green deck because we're not going to be filling our graveyard particularly quickly, but I still think this is the right pick here. All right, this is a pretty easy primal command. This isn't a card that I'm super thrilled to have, but it's nice, especially if we get Crater Hoof Behemoth. We could also take a Char Course, but we still don't even know that we're playing blue, and primal command is pretty good. Ooh, I like Nykthos a lot, actually. Green is looking less open this time around, unfortunately, but Nykthos is a great pickup. Does Eureka do anything for us? It could. I'll definitely take it for the board. There's some matchups where this will be really good. But green is looking significantly less open this time around. I mean, I guess people realized what was up, so hopefully we get a good third pack. We have 12 spells right now that I'm pretty happy playing, but this is definitely not the most broken green deck that I've seen. Well, this pack is pretty weak. I think we take the Vraska here. We have 2 free ways to get black mana right now, and if we can play this card, it would be pretty good. But I was really hoping we were going to be getting like almost all of the green wheels, and that does not look like it's the case. So we're not the only green drafter, which was my hope. Ooh, nice. Really happy to get the Turn Timber Symbiosis on the wheel. Scavenging Ooze is also decent, but I think this is a little bit better. This flexibility is really nice. And if we can find a Crater Hoof Behemoth, then that's another way to get towards that. Okay, yeah. Now we're getting some of these wheels. Do we want Plow Under or Pelucranos? I think I like Plow Under a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go with the Plow Under. Okay, Whisperwood is a nice pickup. So, all right, we're getting some of these wheels. There's just a few packs in there that were weak. I guess they might have just not had that many green cards or something. So we have no fixing. So right now the splash is looking like it probably won't happen. I mean, it definitely could. Ooh, I actually really like getting a relic here, especially since we didn't get scavenging ooze. I think that'll actually start in the main deck. So yeah, this is like a pretty medium green deck right now, but we have some tools. We could get there. I mean, we just really need like 1 or 2 more 1-drops and a Crater Hoof Behemoth. Man, it is a bummer to have passed a late channel and then get this Karn. Ooh. Time Walk. Okay. Fine. We'll splash. I mean, yeah, one of these 1-drops will come back around, right? Yeah, we can't not take the Time Walk here. Yeah. So now we have a Nissa, a Fast Bond, a Hydroid Krasis. Does Fast Bond do much for us? Not really. We don't have Courser or any great ways to abuse it. Do we think the Krasis will wheel? Maybe. I think we should take the Nissa here. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Nissa. Ooh, so we have a lot of juicy options here. Dismember is good. Ancient Tomb is good. Verdant Catacombs could help us. Fauna Shaman is decent, but I think we go with a natural order here. We don't have the targets for it yet, but the upside is very, very high. Yeah, I think that is worth it to take the natural order here. We really need to pick up a Crater Hoof or something like that. Okay, well, there's a Dragon Lord Atarka and a Botanical Sanctum, but I think here we're supposed to take Cultivate, actually, and then wield the Dragon Lord Atarka. Cultivate can get us double blue, which is really nice. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, Avenger of Zendikar is not the top end I really wanted, but we need top end of some sort, so I think we have to take it. Search for Tomorrow is a better card in general, but we really need some top end. Beautiful. All right, this really made the deck. Now I actually am feeling pretty good. Um, yeah, Crater Hoof really helps out a lot. I still could use a few more. Are we playing Time Walk? Maybe. But we need a few more creatures. Our creature count is surprisingly low, but I feel a lot better about things now. When we picked the Time Walk, there was two one-mana accelerants in that pack, so really, really hope we can wheel one of those. I actually think we're just not going to play the opposition. It's good with Avenger of Zendikar, and I guess it's okay with Garruk Relentless and Whisperwood Elemental, but we have a relatively low creature count, and it's double blue, but we might still play the Uro. We could also just splash for the Time Walk, maybe, and then just have like we have Lotus Cobra, Cultivate. That's really it for mana fixing. I mean, we have Finale and Primal Command to find Lotus Cobra, so that's sort of blue sources, but not really. Hopefully the Gilded Goose comes back around. Ooh, that is a late drug, a Tree Speaker. I would love Acidic Slime, especially to pair with Plow Under and Primal Command, but drug a Tree Speaker is just perfect here. And it's even better in this deck because this isn't a deck that's really trying to go 1 to 3 a lot. Like, we don't have that many 3 mana plays that we really want on turn 2, so the fact that this doesn't add mana on turn 2 is less important in this deck than it would be in a lot if we had, like, Tireless Tracker or things like that. I think we just go with the Questing Beast here. I like Questing Beast a lot. Okay, this deck is filling out now. It's still not okay, nice. And then we get one of these. So now we just need to wheel the Dragon Lord Atarka. But this went pretty well in the end. So right now this could just be our deck with 17 lands. We could also probably play 16 lands. Okay, Fast Bond. Does that help us? I mean, we're definitely taking this, but yeah, I mean, we'll probably side that in some circumstances, but it's not immediately clear. Crucible doesn't do much for us. Fauna Shaman is not amazing, but I think that's probably worth playing. Yeah, it's better than Metamorphose. Birthing Pod, does that do anything? It's not amazing. I do think it is a pick here, but it's not great. Search for Tomorrow, that is great. Okay, that's a really nice late pickup. Okay, so this ended up pretty good. So right now that would be 15 lands if we made no cuts. Do we want to put in this Uro? I think that's fine. So then we need to make 2 more cuts. I'll cut the Relic. It's okay, but we don't need it in the main deck. Definitely not cutting any of these 1-drops. We could maybe cut Fauna Shaman. I mean, Fauna Shaman is good with Uro, but it's just slow. Survival of the Fittest is so much better with Uro. Yeah, I think we'll do this and then play 16 lands. And that will be 2 islands and then the rest forests, which would mean 12 basic forests. That's a little bit light because we really do want to be able to have a basic forest on turn 1, but I think it's just enough. Oh, we also do have, yeah, this is also a land. So we would actually have 13 green sources on turn 1 if we need to. So yeah, that seems fine. All right, sweet. I'm excited to see how this plays out. I mean, yeah, weird draft, but I think we found the right lane in the end, and this actually worked out pretty well. We have a lot of one-mana accelerants, which is the most important thing by far for this sort of deck. A little light on planeswalkers, but If you have the 1-mana accelerant and you have Crater Hoof, then you can't go too wrong. So I think this is a good deck. I'll see you in round 1. All right, here we are for round 1, and we have a great hand. Both of our top-end creatures, which is sort of funny. But turn 1 Tree Speaker into turn 2 Sylvan Library is really great. We're on the draw, unfortunately, but hopefully that won't be too bad. If they can't kill our Draga Tree Speaker, we're really off the races here. But Basic Mountain can probably kill our Draga Tree Speaker. Oh, okay. Yeah, this could be a little tough in game 1 on the draw. Nice that they gave us a forest, though. Nice. Now, if they just pass with mana up, we have to decide if we want to risk leveling up the Draga Tree Speaker. Mox Pearl, Abbott. What? This isn't fair. Wow, that's so good. Jeez. That was absolutely worst case scenario. Well, we got there, so we'll go Forest Library, I guess. But yeah, we have nothing between. I mean, yeah, our hand is all 7 drops basically, so I think we're pretty much dead this game. That was brutal. Turn 1 Goblin Guide, turn 2 Mox, Abbott, kill your 1-drop. Jeez. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be going to game 2 real quick. Nissa, Vastwood Seer. I mean, I guess we play that. We need the Neverland here. If they have 2 spells in hand, 100% dead. Okay, that's good. Although a little scared that they're playing that. That might mean they have more good stuff. Okay, yeah, I think we're just putting these both back. And just playing Forest Nissa. But yeah, we're just gonna take a huge hit here. They're gonna. Okay, yeah, that was not even close to being close. So playing against red white aggro, it looks like a really good build of it too. Eureka seems decent here. Is there anything that's bad? I think Nykthos is a little bit greedy because they're going to be killing off our mana guys a lot. And then I think, yeah, I guess we'll just run it like this. I mean, Plow Under is quite bad. We don't really have stuff to bring in that would be much better. So we'll do this and really hope they don't have that draw. That was a nut draw. Their deck seems amazing, but they're not going to be able to do that every game. So hopefully this goes all right. It is a bummer that we didn't wheel that Dragon Lord Atarka. That would be really good in this hand of the natural order. Best draw here would probably be okay, nice. The best draw here would probably be the 05, the Wall of Roots. Go turn 2, level up Tree Speaker into Wall of Roots, and then have a lot of mana for the turn after. Whisperwood Elemental should be really good in this matchup. Goblin Guide. All right, flip a land for us, please. Nice. So we'll go level up, and then we're just going to level this up again, I think. Actually, no, we're going to hit for 1. This could come down to a sort of race, and I can't really imagine this surviving and getting leveled up with 8 more mana. Okay, that's great. Now we can play our Whisperwood. Yeah, this just stabilizes the board really well. What do we get? Llanowar Elves. That's actually pretty nice. Abbot of Carol Keep. All right. Yeah, this is looking like a game we win. Now their Hell Rider's gone too. This actually could have done something, but that's gone, which is pretty great. So I'm gonna start by flipping this up. It's free mana, and that could just be really helpful. So now we can go land, Wall of Roots, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play, I think, just Primal Command, and then next turn just go for the kill. Yeah, that should be the kill next turn with Crater Hoof. So we'll just mess up all of their men. Oh yeah. Primal Command. I'm going to make myself gain life and then put a permanent on top. So target player gains 7 life. We gain 7 life. We put this on top. We just really want to avoid... Oh, they just concede. All right. We really didn't want Crater Hoof Behemoth to get manifested there, but that did not happen. So 2 pretty much non-games. I mean, they just steamrolled us game 1 and we steamrolled them game 2. So hopefully we get the last laugh, I guess. They're on the play, so that's scary. I kind of just want to bring in Fauna Shaman just as a 2-2 that can trade with him, honestly. Like, Flounder is just so bad, so I think that's probably a worthwhile trade. And then we could bring in Fastbond on the draw. I mean, paying life isn't great, but it speeds us up. But what would we cut if we did that? Maybe we do just cut the Fauna Shaman, actually. And then... honestly, Karn. Karn seems pretty bad. It just comes down and hits 1 permanent. We're pretty much all in on just racing the Crater Hoof, I think. Or just, like, clogging up the board with beefy guys like Questing Beast and Whisperwood. I really wish we had a Pelucranos here. But yeah, this seems good. Yeah, there's a keep. It's unfortunate that we don't have a turn 2 play lined up. This is a situation where Search for Tomorrow looks a lot worse than a normal 1-mana accelerant, but it's fine. Oh, drawing another land there is not great. Let's draw that Wall of Roots. That's actually not bad. The fact that they had no 2-drop is also great. So now next turn we can play Garruk Relentless and fight their Soulscar Mage, probably. Mox Pearl. Do they have a Hellrider? If they just pass holding mana up, we can't really do as much for this Garruk as we would like. Rampaging Ferocidon, huh? Okay, I think I'm just going to play Garruk and kill the Ferocidon. Yeah, I think that seems better than playing some creatures here. Just getting rid of this guy. Now we can go Whisperwood next turn. That should clog up the board nicely. Imperial Recruiter, that's so slow. We'll see what they get, but I think we're in a good position here. We also have life gain in our hand if we need it. Goblin Guide, yeah, that's not going to match up very well against this Whisperwood. Give us that land. Nice! Oh, that's also just a great land to get. So land, Whisperwood Elemental. See what we get. Forest, nice. I'm happy to get that out of the deck. Char. So now we could sacrifice this, but that wouldn't actually do anything, so we'll just let this resolve so they take 2 extra damage. They're down to 2 cards. Well, our board is gone. They've dealt with the board well. Ooh, that is interesting. So we can go... we could go Primal Command, put the Mishra's Factory on top, and search for a card. Or gain 7 life, but I think searching for a creature is a little better. Yeah, I think that is better. Well, this is really close, actually. What are we searching for, I guess, is the question. I mean, we have no real life gain other than... we could search for Uro, actually. That seems sort of worse than just gaining the life. Let's see. We put the factory on top. Search for Avenger of Zendikar, and then play Elvish Mystic as a chump blocker. Or no, probably not as a chump blocker. Then we take a big hit. Actually, not even that big of a hit. We take 4. Yeah, that I think this is fine. So I guess we could just gain the 7 though instead. Maybe that's safer. We already have Turn Timber Symbiosis and Nissa to flip. Yeah, we have gas. I think I'm actually just gonna gain the life. So yeah, I think this is worth it. Oh, misplay. Dang it. Oh no, we're actually fine. I want to be able to play Guy's Cradle on my turn, but we can just do that, and that'll still flip the Nissa. So target player gains 7 life. Put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. So we gain 7 life. Mistress Factory goes bye-bye. Then we cast this. And then next turn we go Nissa, play Guy's Cradle, flip the Nissa, make a 4/4. Elves of Deep Shadow on top. That's pretty bad. We're just supposed to take 4 here. Yeah, our life total is high now because we gained a 7 life, so no need to throw away the Elvish Mystic. So now we can go Nissa. Grab a forest, play Guy's Cradle, flip the Nissa, make a 4/4, play another 2/2, and now we'll pass the turn. And now we have decent blockers, so we can preserve our life total. And unless they can kill the Nissa this turn, I think we just have too much going on for them to catch up with. I should have actually. I didn't realize quite how close we were to just casting this. At 3, 4, 5, 6, so we are short. But I should have added that up. We could almost have done that last turn because Guy's Cradle is broken. Although I'm not even sure I really want to do it when we can't attack because we're really looking for Crater Hoof with this. Having another land is good, so they're down to 1 card. They don't really have attacks. I mean, they could just animate the factory and attack with everything, and then we could just eat 2 creatures and take 2. And we would lose 2 1/1s, I guess, but I think that's not too bad. I mean, I guess they might send everything in Nissa. No attacks. Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape now. So we'll plus, see what we hit. Natural Order. Does that just win? We could play Derogatory Speaker, sack the Derogatory Speaker, have 4 attackers. That gives plus 16, and then it's 17, 18, 22, 27. They can prevent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they'd go to 1. I don't think we need to go for it now, actually, because they could also just have a burn spell that would mess us up. So we'll go Tree Speaker, and then cast this. Okay, now we win, because we can take Avenger of Zendikar. Oh, wait, do we just win if we take... Wait, we have... Yeah, no, it's better to take Avenger of Zendikar here. Then we go land, put a counter on all these things, not that that really matters. Pay 4, sack off one of these plants. Our library is so small, but big enough. Crater of Behemoth. Beautiful. Minus 25. All right, great start. This should be a pretty good matchup in general. I think the green decks are favored here, but it's nice to get there. Great start. We are 1-0, so I'll see you in round 2. All right, here we are for round 2, and we will keep it on the draw. Cheese Pizza is our opponent. I really hope they don't kill one of these guys, though, because we're light on mana, and we really need to be able to play this Sylvan Library. Nice, okay. Now, even if they kill this, I'm feeling okay about things. Next turn, if they don't kill this, we can go Lotus Cobra, play land, and add mana, and then play Sylvan Library. That'd be pretty great. Blue-black, huh? You have a Shriekmaw? Dark Confidant? Well, we have Garrett to deal with that, but that'll be pretty good for at least one turn. It is a little scary, though. They could also just have a counterspell next turn. Would we rather play just 2 1-drops, though? Or, no, we can't do that. Yeah, I think we should just get the Lotus Cobra down. And we'll stick to library before getting these mana guys into play. I want to hit a land next turn, so library makes us much more likely to do so. If they attack with a Dark Confidant, I will just block. Oh, they flipped a Shark Typhoon? That's awesome. So that's a big hit for their life total. Baleful Strix, okay. No land. Wow. Okay. So we will draw. I think I'm just going to be paying 8 life here. Yeah. Pay 4 life. Pay 4 life. So now we can go Elvish Mystic, Elves of Deep Shadow, Gaia's Cradle. We have 4, 5, 6 mana. At green, play do we want to fight this Dark Confidant? I think we do. Yeah, we'll do that. So this just like constrains their card draw. It will make them less likely to hit their lands. We are gonna lose it to their they just concede. All right, sweet. So we're really rolling right now. Playing against blue black mid-range control. Probably more mid-range if they're playing Dark Confidant. Bob is good against us since we have pretty terrible removal, but I think actually, yeah, this is probably going to be a somewhat tough matchup. They'll have good removal for our mana and counter spells for our payoffs. Do we want Relic? Seems like it could be solid. What would we cut, though? I think I'm going to bring in Relic and kill 1 Forest on the draw. Oof. This sand just doesn't do anything. We got to ship this. Okay, this I'll keep, and I think we're just going to bottom Craterhoof for now. It's good, but we don't want it in the opener. It's also a little bit of a liability to, like, we really don't want it to get Thought Seized or something. So we'll go land Pilgrim and pass the turn. Esper, huh? Nice. That was a beautiful draw. So we'll play the Nissa. Grab a forest and shuffle the Craterhoof back in and pass the turn. Best draw here would definitely be Garrick Relentless now for next turn. Let's just keep on drawing perfects each turn. Sword of Fire and Ice. That is a weird card for them to play there. Maybe they have Stoneforge? That's pretty funny since we just shuffled that in. We will play Island and hit for 3. And now we're holding up Mana Leak, so don't play anything Cheese Pizza. Dark Slick Shores pass. That is fine with me. Ooh, okay. So we'll play the Cradle, and I'm just going to cast this now, I think, before we lose some of our mana. And now, do we want to attack and risk getting hit by a Shark token? I don't think I really want to risk this Pilgrim, although it would be very sad if they had it, because then they could end up trying to make a 1/1 and hit us with a flyer. Actually, never mind. Yeah, this is fine. I will trade this. If they have a Shark, I really don't want to take a hit from it, so I'm actually fine with that trade. Make another dude. Forest, sure. Can we play Craterhoof next turn? Let's see. Cradle adds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we have more than enough. Hopefully they just tap out for something stupid. They did not. Alright, are we just going to go for the Crater Hoof? Seems a little risky if they have a counterspell. We're hitting for a lot of damage either way. But I think it is correct to go for it. Yeah, we'll just make them have it. If they don't have a counterspell, they just lose. And if they do, then we're hitting them for a lot of damage. What I don't want is just like have a not that impressive hit, and then they go like end of turn Factor Fiction, find a board sweeper, and sweep our board. So I want to make them spend their mana dealing with our board. Worst case scenario is Mystic Confluence. They could like counter, bounce our Whisperwood, draw a card, and that would be very bad. But that's still better than making them. Oh well, they had it, so it sucks. But it happens. So no, we lose the Crater Hoof and hit for 3. We're still in a decent position though. Our hand is stacked. We can play Nissa and get another land. Still have this Turn Timber Symbiosis. We don't need the Crater Hoof to win. Him to Torok. Okay. This is a big hit. I mean, actually, we have 3 good cards here, but we really want them to hit at least one of the forests. Okay, Forest Whisperwood. I'm fine with that. Although drawing another forest is bad. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have mana to play Turn Timber Symbiosis. I think that's worth it here. And then we'll just flip our Nissa immediately next turn, hopefully. So definitely hoping to hit. Oh, do they have... Okay, counterspell, sure. This is still fine, though. I mean, they're down to 2 cards. Next turn, we're going to flip our Nissa. We're also hitting them down, like, with these just random creatures. So I think we're favored here, even though they got us with Mystic Confluence and a Hymn to Torok and a counterspell. Fallen Shinobi. Okay, that's not that impressive. Yeah, we can just chump block that forever. Ooh. That can get the Crater Hoof from the graveyard. Do we have mana to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we do. Bummer. Well, we can go 1, 2, 3. Play Nissa. Grab a forest. Play a forest. Flip our Nissa. And would we rather make a 4/4 or draw a card? I think I would slightly rather make a 4/4. Just to make sure we don't take any random hits. I mean, I guess they could play Toxic Deluge for 4 or Languish, and that would be bad. But if they don't have that, then we should be good to go. If they top deck another sword that gives protection from green, then that's really bad. Oh, we even have the manifest there, so it's still okay. Fractured Identity. Actually, that's fine. I think we should be able to just win then. I mean, that's a good card. It's scary that they have it. Their deck is sweet, and they would probably beat us more often than we would beat them, but we're just going to get to cheese a few wins here and make our way to the finals, I think. They attack, we chump block with this. Oh, wait, we need to make sure we have 10 mana. So if we lose one of our creatures, then we would have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we would have 2 attackers, which should be enough. Dark Confidant, risky play. So we'll block with this, since they're going to be able to kill something either way. Then we go land, add some mana, add some more mana, 9, 10, just enough. So do this for 8, and we will search graveyard. It's sweet that this lets you search your graveyard in addition to your library. If this could only look through your library, it's close, but we probably lose. But as it is, we win. That's 9 plus 6, 15 power, more than enough. Boom! On to the finals. Great start. I'll see you there. All right, here we are on the finals, and unfortunately we rolled a 1, and we have a bad hand, so can't really be starting worse, but I'm not going to lose the faith. Now we have a Sylvan Library. Boom. All card advantage instantly erased. Card disadvantage, I mean. Hopefully they have a kill spell for the Llanowar Elves, actually. I just don't want them to have a counter spell for the library. Ooh, I didn't want them to have a Mox either. Okay, well, if they have a Mana Leak, I want them to use it on this and not the Sylvan Library. Remand, alright, sure. Are you kidding me? Okay, Mox and Ancestral immediately. Well, we're getting really crushed right now, but we'll get the library down. So far it looks like their deck is just like a much better version of ours. Blue green, but their blue cards are amazing. I mean, our blue cards are good too. Time Walk is definitely a card. Tireless Tracker, really? Okay, okay. Yeah, that's pretty absurd. Literally, yeah. Turn 1 Mox Remand. Turn 2 Ancestral. Ramp your mana. Turn. Oh man, we are we are done. We are done. Jeez. All right, you got me. That is truly absurd. Wow. All right. My God. Okay, so there's not really anything we can do if they have that draw. Like that's just going to beat us 100 times out of 100. We just have to hope that they don't draw all of their power cards. They literally played 3. Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah, their deck is good. Their deck is better than ours. Hopefully they don't have that draw again. We're gonna run it back. Ooh, man, if we can draw a land, we're in such good shape. I mean, yeah, I think we can't chip this. Like the upside of this hand is so high, and yeah, all we have to do is just draw 1 land and we can get there. Even if we don't draw a land on the first turn, we can still play Lotus Cobra, and then like if we draw it on the 3rd turn, then we're good to go. And if we do draw a land here, we can just absolutely go off. All right, well, come on deck. So we have 16 lands we could draw. Gilded Goose, that's fine. We're gonna trade here. I'm fine with this trade. So we like it doesn't help us unless we draw lands, and if we do draw lands, we're good to go already. Perfect. So we cultivate, grab I think just 2 islands. And now next turn we can plow under. They have a 4-drop. What is it? Opposition. All right, that is not a problem at all, actually. So now we go plow under. We could have also gone Nissa into Time Walk, but and then plow under the turn after. But I think I would slightly rather just do this. And like the longer you wait on Time Walk, the better it is in general. So we go Nissa. Grab this forest. Play Time Walk. Play Pilgrim. So they're just planning on making a food, but yeah, that was a great turn for us, clearly. Oh wow. Now do we just win actually? We could that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could get a Crater Hoof on the play this turn. I think I would rather just jam Avenger though and then make a bunch of plants and then win the next turn. So Avenger. And now we could play oh wait. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're 1 mana shy. That's so close. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So we could finale for 7. I think we just pass. We could also play the Cradle, but I really want to be able to get mana out of the Cradle next turn. So we can just pass and then play Cradle and get Crater Hoof and win that way. So we should be able to win on our next turn. Well, this game went quite a bit differently than the last one. It could not be over. I don't know what they could have, but it's possible there's something. Wow, not playing anything. So they could have Remand. We're just going to make them have it, though. So 10 mana. Do we want to do this for... Yeah, I think this is fine. There's no way we can get punished for this amount of mana. Nice. All right, so we absolutely crushed them in game 2. On to game 3 of the finals. Whew. Man, a couple of really lopsided games there. Hopefully this last one has some more back and forth, and hopefully it ends up more like the last one than the first one. Do we want to make any changes? I think we might want Fast Bond on the draw. I just don't want to be too slow. It's like, in general, it's not a good card to play this. It's not a good call to play this card without any ways to abuse it. But their deck is just so fast. But honestly, maybe, no, we actually don't want it, I think. Like, at that point, we might just prefer a land. Like, we missed our second land drop that game and still won. We could bring in the opposition since they're not going to really have much removal. What would we be cutting, though? I think I like all the other cards a little bit more, so we're just going to run it back and hope that... I guess we could cut Sylvan Library. No, they have Reclamation Sage. Yeah, I think we just run it back. All right. I mean, their deck is good, but this is the kind of hand that could beat it. We could play turn 3 Garrick and shoot their mana. I mean, they're probably just going to have, turn 1 Derogatory Speaker. Okay. That's actually better for us than the alternative. I think we're going to go Llanowar Elves on 1, and then next turn we can just hardcast Search for Tomorrow if we want to. Level it up, and then attack for 1, or just pass, sure. So we'll go Forest, grab an island. And now hopefully they don't have a really terrifying play this turn. They have 5 mana, so they definitely could. Tireless Tracker, okay, that's good. Do we want to kill that with our Garrick or kill their mana? I think we want to kill their mana. So we'll go Cradle. This also means we can keep our Garrick around, which is really nice. If we can flip it, that would be sweet. So 3 damage to the Tree Speaker. Pass the turn. And then we're probably just going to be chump blocking the Tireless Tracker, which isn't great, but it's okay. I think it's worth it to be able to start making 1/1 Death Touch creatures every turn. Sorry, Llanowar Elves. You did a good job. 4 mana is this opposition? Opposition. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty bad. So we create a 1/1, play land, play Questing Beast. Hit for 4. And now all of our creatures have Death Touch, so we can kill their Tireless Tracker as long as we have any blockers left. I think we're in pretty good shape. We have an advantage. They have more cards in hand, and they have an opposition, which could get out of hand for sure. But we have an active Planeswalker. We have a Karn in hand. I guess they have a lot of card draw going, but we'll see what they have. 5 mana, what is this? Hopefully it doesn't make multiple bodies. If this is like Deranged Hermit, we're in really bad shape. Yorion. That is a bizarre card for them to have in their deck. So they don't have any attacks. They can tap down our Gaia's Cradle and our island Do we have any good things to grab with this Garrick is the question. Not particularly. I really wish we had a Reclamation Sage or an Acidic Slime. So we don't have much we can get here. Whisperwood is probably our only card that's like even remotely castable, and that's not really realistically going to do much for us. Jeez, my computer is really not doing well right now. So I think we just go +1 and then just play land and hit for 4 or 5, I guess. No, we'd probably. Do we want to hit for 4 or 5? I'll attack with a wolf, honestly. I think this is fine. Their life total is a little bit low. Cracking a clue is a great sign for us. I still think we're behind, but Ancestral, are you kidding me? Don't have time walk now. Please don't have time walk. Elvish Mystic is still bad because that's just another opposition thing. Basic Plains. Was not expecting that. So they send the Yorion at our Garrick. So then they tap these two again. We'll have to. Yeah, we're really behind now. We're almost dead. Finale. So that can get a 3-drop. We could also just get an Uro, but that's not really. We'll never be able to cast that with our blue mana constraint. So I think it should just be the Nissa. If we ever get to untap with the Guy's Cradle, I like our position a lot, but that's pretty unlikely. Take 6. I mean, their life total is low, but it's not low enough. Like, they have so many cards in hand and so much mana, so they're going to be able to just spew a lot of creatures on the battlefield and then start tapping down everything every turn. Four mana, what you got? Urza, yep, 2 bodies. You can tap down 6 things. Okay. Yeah, that is an insurmountable board state for us, unfortunately. They can just tap down all of our lands every turn, and we have no instant speed ways to deal with this, so we're dead. If we had like a Nature's Claim, I might try to not concede for a while, but or even if we still had a Guy's Cradle in our deck, although it's not that impressive yet, we're dead. Oh, so close. We put up a good fight there. They just had a really, really broken deck. So we ended up with a 2-1. Not the best result ever, but definitely not bad, especially considering that we were all in on a completely different deck through the first half of the first pack. This deck was good. There wasn't really much that it was missing. It's just like the ceiling on a green deck is way lower unless you have like channel or like stuff like that. I mean, I would like to see a few more planeswalkers, a little bit better of a top end maybe, but there's really no way we could beat that last deck if they were drawing well. I mean, they just had a better version of our deck. So little bit sad not to get the trophy for sure, given that like I mean we were in the game for the trophy there, and I've got trophies the last 2 leagues, so it'd be fun to make it 3 in a row. But what can you do? We put up a good fight. We made them have a good draw, and they did, and they played it well, and so here we are with a 2-1. I still had a lot of fun. I hope you did too, and I'll see you next time.